What is it that separates those who merely dream from those who do? What distinguishes the wishers from the achievers, the hopefuls from the conquerors? The answer is simple: commitment. Without commitment, your goals are just fantasies. Without commitment, your dreams are nothing more than illusions waiting to fade away. But here's the brutal truth: most people never commit. They toy with the idea of greatness. They dip their toes in the waters of potential, but when the waves of adversity crash, they pull back. Not you. Not today. Today we are talking about the raw, unyielding power of commitment. Are you ready to go all in? Look around you, at the people you admire, at the giants in business, sports, art, and life. What is it that sets them apart? Talent? Sure, some have it. Luck? Perhaps to an extent. But neither talent nor luck can stand the test of time. Commitment does. Commitment is the glue that binds you to your goals when the excitement fades and the grind begins. It's what pushes you through when the motivation is gone, when the setbacks feel insurmountable, and when the odds are stacked against you. Commitment is what turns dreams into reality, what takes you from wishing to doing, from hoping to having. But here's the thing about commitment: it demands everything from you. Half measures won't cut it. There's no such thing as being kind of committed. You're either all in or you're out. And let me be real with you, commitment is not easy. It requires sacrifice. It requires discipline. It requires resilience. But if you want to be more than just a dreamer, if you want to achieve the extraordinary, then you must learn to master the art of commitment. Today we are going to dig deep into what true commitment looks like, why so few people ever truly commit, and how you can cultivate a level of dedication that will make your success inevitable. Let's break this down. What is true commitment? True commitment is not a feeling. It's not excitement. It's not enthusiasm. And it's definitely not that surge of motivation you get after watching a motivational video. Those are fleeting. True commitment is a decision. It's a decision you make once but reaffirm every single day. It's a decision that says, no matter how hard this gets, no matter how long it takes, I will not quit. I will not falter. I will not stop. And that decision comes at a price. You have to understand that when you commit, you are signing up for sacrifice. You are making a contract with yourself to do whatever it takes to achieve your goal. Whether that means waking up at 5 a.m. every day, cutting out distractions, distancing yourself from toxic people, or investing more time and energy than you ever thought possible. Commitment demands that you pay the price. True commitment is unshakable. It's what keeps you going when the honeymoon phase of your goal is over, when the initial excitement has worn off, and you're left with nothing but hard work and obstacles in front of you. It's what pulls you through the tough days, the dark days, and the days when every part of you wants to quit. But you won't quit because you're committed. Now ask yourself, are you truly committed to your goals, or are you just interested? Are you willing to sacrifice everything necessary to make them a reality? Because here's the truth, most people never fully commit. They are interested in success, but they are not invested in it. They like the idea of achieving their dreams, but when the hard work sets in, they falter. They want the rewards without the grind. But success does not come to those who are merely interested. It comes to those who are invested, fully, completely, and without reservation. So why do so many people fail to commit? Why do they start with such high hopes only to fall short when the going gets tough? First, let's address the most obvious reason: fear of failure. Most people are afraid to commit because they are terrified of what might happen if they give it everything and still come up short. They are afraid of looking foolish, of being judged, of investing time, energy, and heart into something that may not work out. But here's the brutal truth: there is no success without the risk of failure. In fact, the very act of committing means you are willing to take that risk. Fear of failure can be paralyzing. It prevents many from even starting because they're consumed with what could go wrong. What if I don't make it? What if I put in all this effort and still come up short? Here's the reality: failure is inevitable. The sooner you accept it, the faster you can move forward. You will fail along the way. It's not a matter of if, but when. But failure is part of the process, and the only way to avoid it is to never try. And that's the worst failure of all. The second reason: lack of discipline. Commitment requires relentless discipline, and discipline is uncomfortable. Most people are slaves to their feelings. They act when they feel motivated, and they stop when they don't. But discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It means showing up day in and day out no matter how you feel. Discipline is the backbone of commitment, and without it, you'll crumble the moment things get tough. Third, people fail to commit because they are addicted to instant gratification. In a world where everything is available at the push of a button, the idea of working towards something for months or even years without seeing immediate results is unbearable for most. But success takes time. It takes persistence. It takes grit. The reason so few people reach their goals is because they quit too soon. They expect results without understanding that true commitment is a long game. Most of us have been conditioned to expect quick results. Social media floods us with stories of overnight successes without showing the years of struggle and commitment behind those stories. The truth is, success that lasts takes time, and most people aren't willing to wait for the payoff. They want results today, not tomorrow. But greatness demands patience, and if you aren't willing to put in the time, you will never reach the level of success you crave. Finally, let's talk about the fear of sacrifice. Most people are not willing to give up their comfort, their free time, their habits, or their relationships to pursue greatness. They want success, but they also want to stay in their comfort zone. But commitment demands sacrifice, and those who are unwilling to sacrifice will always remain where they are. You cannot have extraordinary success while living an ordinary life. Now I want to tell you how you can cultivate an unbreakable level of commitment, one that will drive you toward your goals no matter what obstacles stand in your way. First and foremost, you need a burning why. Your why is the reason you're doing what you're doing. It's the driving force behind your goals, and it has to be bigger than just money, fame, or recognition. Those things might motivate you for a while, but they will not sustain you when things get tough. Your why needs to be personal. It needs to be something that matters to you on a deep emotional level. What are you fighting for? Is it freedom? Is it to prove something to yourself? Is it to provide a better life for your family? Whatever it is, it needs to light a fire in you that cannot be extinguished. Second, you need to make a decision. Not a wish, not a hope, a decision. A decision that says, I will succeed or I will die trying. There is no other option. This level of commitment means that failure is not even a consideration. You don't entertain the possibility of giving up. Once you've made the decision, you lock the door to quitting and throw away the key. A powerful commitment is one that goes beyond a casual promise to yourself. It's a vow you make deep within your soul, knowing that no matter what happens, you will see it through to the end. When you reach this level of determination, it changes the way you approach your goals. You stop negotiating with yourself. You stop wondering if you can do it. You stop making excuses. You just do the work. No questions, no doubt, just action. Third, you need to build discipline. Commitment without discipline is like a car without fuel. It's not going anywhere. Discipline is the daily habit of doing what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. And discipline is built one action at a time. Start small, but be consistent. Show up every day, do the work, and over time, discipline will become second nature. Most people wait for motivation to strike before they act. But motivation is fleeting. It's unreliable. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when the excitement is gone. It's what keeps you going when no one is watching. It's what makes you work harder when everyone else is resting. Discipline is the foundation of commitment, and if you can master it, success becomes inevitable. Finally, surround yourself with people who demand greatness from you. Commitment is easier when you're surrounded by others who are just as driven and focused as you are. Seek out mentors, coaches, and peers who will hold you accountable, who will challenge you to rise to the next level, and who will not tolerate mediocrity in you. The people you surround yourself with will either lift you up or drag you down. Choose wisely. So here's the question you need to ask yourself. Are you committed? Not just interested, not just excited about the idea of success. Are you truly committed? Because if you are, nothing can stop you. Not fear, not failure, not adversity. Commitment is the ultimate weapon. It is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. It's what turns goals into realities, what transforms dreams into achievements. You have the potential for greatness inside you, but potential is meaningless without commitment. Now is the time to make the decision. Are you going to live your life in mediocrity, or are you going to commit fully to the path of success? The choice is yours. Will you commit? Will you rise? Because if you do, the rewards will be greater than anything you've ever imagined. The future is waiting, but it demands your commitment. Are you ready?